There we go. Man, it was hooking up to the whole truck's computer and stuff. Kind of crazy. Because I had Bluetooth on before. Left it rolling. We'll see what happens now. Anyway, maybe it'll make the trip. If we get disconnected, I'll let it roll. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Had to stop and get a water out of the cooler anyway. This should roll. There we go. Have this thing on economy, dude. I'll be by you in a sec. Gotta run the limit, you know, can't do much more. There we go.
I Heart Rock. Classic Rock 1061 WTAK.
Have no rocket ship. Well, there's a rocket. I can take that one. They haven't used it in a while. It's just parked there, so have to get some pictures of that when I come back by. Maybe, I don't know. That's got to be like the Saturn 1. That thing ain't even big enough to be the Saturn 5.
There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad.
Oh, now don't start that.
JK long holiday. Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road. Yeah.
A damn prime driver. Man, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not saying anything. Just saying. When a Jeep is in front of me, if a Jeep can pass, I'm just saying. Just saying. But hey, at least he's running. I will say that. He'll be next. He just won't know what to do with it. He'll be calling a record $1,700 later. You know, I still might. I don't know.
Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. The world on you depends. Our life will never end. Gotta love your man.
Yeah, I believe they'll fix the problem with the whole thing. So is everybody catching on though? It's cheaper to rent a car and go get your own parts than it is even to pay a mechanic. But if you can't go get them, it's better than waiting a whole day. Keep you rolling. Way cheaper than a wrecker. You know what I mean? So got to have a credit card to rent one because they won't just take cash. It has to be an actual credit card. I don't even think they'll take bank cards. But if your company's got any sense and they want to, you know, keep you rolling, you know, maybe they could get you one too. I mean, all these companies are different. I don't see why they wouldn't if they can pay for the CEOs to ride around in Lear jets and all that shit. I don't see why a company wouldn't rent you a car. Icon, hey, what's up, Icon? You see me rolling, right? You see me riding and rolling, but I'm a little bit low, and I don't have a fifth wheel, and I can't make no money. That other video I showed, it dropped off, so it made it another video. You know what I mean? So, did it show up as a video? The other one, the first one I started with the truck, where I showed at the McDonald's, it would have been my first parts run with Fry's. So if it showed up, that's cool. But anyway, it'll be a video eventually. This one will probably be banned because I'm gonna be playing music, and I don't even give a shit, whatever they want to do. But this is way cheaper than sitting a whole day and losing money, paying money, not making money. Oh, this ain't. Yeah, they don't have XM on here. It's just radio. I gotta find another station. So, better than sitting and paying a truck payment, number one. Number two, not making money. Number three, paying $1,700 to take it to a Freightliner that can't even plug up a computer to it and do what they call a initial check-in or whatever estimate thing until sometime tonight, and then it'll be 2 weeks in their shop. So let's see, the 13.2-6.4. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that one. That's the one. 13.2-6.4. Yeah, dropping my height down a little bit. I can get in a McDonald's drive-through now. No, actually, I walked in. I'm so used to being in a truck. I got my ass out the truck, went into the McDonald's, and it's like, why did I even do that? I could have used the drive-through. Hey, watch me breeze past the scales. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going in scale houses, not today. You know, that's funny, right? It's so different. Like, I drive my truck everywhere. Man, think about it. Look at the opportunities and the possibilities. I could go into a White Castle and not get thrown out, you know? But yeah, so like I said, I'm going to, instead of paying the $1,170 or whatever it was, or $1,700, let's see. Driver, did you do a pre-trip? Would you believe I really did? I walked around it and videoed everything. Any scratches on it, anything. The kid that rented it to me, he took and looked at every single blemish, everything. And I told him, I said, now the bed of this thing's all scratched up. Don't even try to blame it on me, right? So, and waving the scales. So, anyway, I did a pre-trip. I did a video, believe it or not. I got it on video. So if anybody says, hey, that wasn't there before, nope, got it on video. But this thing will be, I'm gonna run up here, grab parts, go back, put them on, and then give it to them tomorrow, and then be rolling. Instead of getting my parts tomorrow morning and waiting all day for whatever. And it's about like losing a day and not knowing. So at least this way I'll know. So this is kind of crazy little spot. So let me go a little bit faster than 55 now, get it on back up. So anyways, it's cheaper than paying the, I think it was $1,170 or I think it was $1,700, one or the other, to tow it, because they can pull the drive shaft out if they're going to tow it. And then you got to pay for, or you got to wait for them to even check it in, and then they are booked up for a week and a half before they can even turn a wrench on it. And once they start turning a wrench on it, it's going to be more stuff. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with that, because they're going to say, well, for warranty, we're going to do this, you know, and those sensors are not in warranty anyway. So if I can knock these sensors out and get me rolling, that's good, you know, and there you go. But it's gonna be, I might be looking at like I said, I done made a phone call today and plan to possibly be in a 2019 Monday midday. But right now I'm doing what I said I was gonna do. I got a rental, it's not a rental car, it's a rental truck, you know, and so I'm going up here to get what I need, go back down there and put them on, give them back this truck tomorrow. I'll get the guy to clear the codes tomorrow morning if I have to, or to help me out tomorrow morning and finish it up. And then, you know, go from there, go forward, you know, keep rolling. Because you check your truck into a Freightliner, you automatically lose your place to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And you lose everything. Robert Hamilton, hey there. Yeah, what's up, dude? I'm rolling low, man. I'm going under the radar at this point. I'm a little less, oh man, what do they call that? I'm lower visibility. I'm less of a blip on the radar right now. So kind of riding low. I'm in a I think this is a F-150 Ford. The other video shows the outside and the inside a bit. This is every gray cloud, like I said, has a silver lining. I said that yesterday. Well, there was a gray cloud outside. I'm like, hey, there's my silver lining right there. Yeah, this is my silver lining. This is my saving grace. This is going to get me what I need without waiting for UPS to drop it, break it, ship it, and then step on it and do the Ace Ventura thing, you know. So, some of the dealers will let you sleep in the truck. Not this place. Well, here's the thing. They close at like midnight and they probably lock up the gates. This is not Mount Vernon, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to go there with the name. I'll tell y'all later. Because later I'm going to tell you exactly what the place was that rented me this truck and how they took care of me. And I'm going to tell you, you know, I'll give you some heads up on some stuff. They helped me out, you know. So I got people. I got a whole bunch of people, so my support system that's helping me out. Going with Enterprise is one of them. For the most part, I'm the mechanic, so I'm having to do this myself. Man, this car wants to get on by. Hold on, I don't like getting behind a truck like this. I got a little car gonna push on me, and I'm like, really? No, you're not. Just go on by. Come on, Speedy. Come on by, Speedy. Look at that fool. Anyway, I don't like riding that close to any kind of a dump bucket with gravel in it. I mean, I'm not that close, but still. Anyway, this fool. Watch him be the one to come up here and go with the one in the middle. Look at this, live on my camera, what happens? You know what I'm saying? Some dude spun out in the middle. Y'all see that? Or broke down and went to that side. No, I don't know what they're doing. Walking around the hood. Everything happens. I could be in any truck. It's gonna be an ambulance, a helicopter, an airplane, a car crash, a crazy trucker from Prime. I just passed a Prime a little while ago. You can't really help that. They're everywhere. They're like cranking them out. They got a factory of them up there. I was just watching some guys' videos on YouTube. They were talking about how the company where they're with is, you know, not as bad as Prime was and all this stuff. And it seems like that's like the common tune of the song that all of the ex-drivers from there sing. So evidently that place is like a pretty good ripoff. And I don't really just want to call people out like that, but there's a lot of stuff on YouTube about it. But one guy was saying, and he was with Falcon. I wasn't even trying to look up nothing bad about them. I was trying to look into people talking about Falcon. That guy went to Falcon and was saying it was better than over Prime. But now Falcon done left everybody, you know, just hung them out to dry. So I don't really know what he's doing now. He ain't put up a video since then. But see, that's another reason you're not going to see me do videos where I say, this is what you should specifically do. I've tried to give some people some tips, but I'm not going to say, go to this company, do this and do this, and then save this much money and whatever, because I'm not going to be your financial guru for this reason. The honeymoon stage of every company is your first 6 months. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. They're going to pay you a bunch of money. You're never going to break down. You're going to make 600 miles a day. You're going to be a millionaire by the time you're 20, right? Or 21. If you're 21, by the time you're 22, as soon as you get your CDL, you're going to be a millionaire, right? Well, the joke about trucking is the way to become a millionaire while you're a truck driver, start with 2 million. By the time you're done, you'll probably have $1 million left and you'll still be a millionaire. You know what I mean? That's how you become a millionaire if you're in trucking. Start with 2 or 5 or whatever. Well, like I said, All these guys, they get out there and they do a video in front of their truck. I'm working for this company. I'm going to show you my check. I'm going to, and then they're doing a video 6 months later, maybe a year later, saying, man, they are doing me wrong and all. But they've done in their wake, like a boat that goes through water creates a wake and it affects things behind it because it makes ripples behind it. And in your path, if you're a tornado, all of the damage you do behind you, okay, is in your wake. Those people have now got people to sign up for places like the Prime and places like the Falcon and places. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to lead you to financial disaster. I'm not going to tell you come there or everywhere. I'm just going to say, you know, like I said, first off, that's a bad thing to do. And if you see them, it's not, don't beat them up about it. They're in the honeymoon stage with that company. They're like, man, this place is great. I love it. And all this. That's good. You just watch them and give it 6 months. Don't commit to a company because you've seen somebody talk about it being great, grand, and wonderful and beautiful, and there's roses out front and all this other mess, and the company made billions of dollars. Give them a good 5 years, a good cool 5 years. If at 3 years they're happy, you know, 5 years is going to be even, you know, okay. Give it at least 6 months though, people. Don't be following people on YouTube talking about, I'm at this company, you come here, and they've brought people in their wake. It's kind of like a rogue planet going through space that's picked up other space debris, and even though it goes by the Earth and doesn't hit it, all the crap behind it in its wake hits it and destroys everything. You know, you leave destruction in your wake. So don't go by what someone says. Here's how you would want to find a job in the first place anyways, in trucking. Go to the back of the truck stop, pick out the cards, write down what all of them are offering to you in your state. Because some of them won't hire you in your state. Some of them's northeast, some of them southwest, whatever, southeast, you know, in some of them are regional, whatever. So stick with that plan, write down how much they all pay a mile, and they sign on bonuses and do what you feel comfortable with at that point. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I see what you got here. Just like Aero Transport. Yeah, just like Aero Transport. That's what I was seeing the other day. I helped get those drivers home, you know. We're all taking them money, giving them rides, all kinds of stuff. Let's see, just like every driver at Sierra England last 6 months. Oh, the last 6 months. Well, let me tell you something too. There's a thing called starter companies in the first place, okay? In order, they know that you have to have 6 months to a year experience with most companies because they've got cheaper insurance rates and those companies have a higher retention of drivers. So it's a thing as a starter company. And we all know the ones that train and that start you out at low miles, low miles because they don't have much freight, but low cent per mile, you know. Hell, there's people trying to still pay 30 and 35 cents a mile, you know. Really, any city should be like 55, 57 minimum. I mean, way low. I don't know where to put it because I'm not rocking like that. I'm, you know, they got to pay me because I got to pay for my fuel. It's a lot more than that. But the point is, as a company driver, look for who's paying the most. And if you can get on there, you get on there. A lot of them will hire a bunch of people in, and then they get 15 new recruits, and then they plan on letting 3 of them go. They don't even need 15 that week. They'll let 3 of them go in training or halfway through training, the worst ones. Even if they're hireable normally, they'll just take the ones that they think to be the worst, and they'll find a reason or whatever. Now, some of them will lie about their previous record and never told that company, and then they find it when they do an MVR. So they're gonna find it when they do an MVR on you. But I just want to bring that up. This is not a rant for today. I'm just going to grab some parts, people. I'm just rolling. But I wanted to bring that up because, you know, you made mention of it, and I was just thinking about that back there and what people were doing when I was watching YouTube just a little while ago, talking about how they just started with this company and it's great and come on over here and all this. You can't know enough to drag someone else's finances and their life into your company if you haven't worked there at least 5 or 10 years, and even then they can go belly up just like Falcon did. And then all those people that you recruited and got there are going to hate you if they just started 3 months ago and haven't had time to save up any money or whatever. So yeah, you won't see me doing that. You know, I'm just not that one. And those guys probably have already learned by now. You know, they probably already learned. They probably look at it and say, man, I shouldn't have made that video back then talking about how great that company was. And some of them have left them up. I've watched people who've been at one company and they've been almost like a recruiter for that company. Then they go into another one and explained why it was bad at the other one and said it's great there. And then went to another one, and they got 5 different companies, 5 different videos up on YouTube, and you can follow their path of what they've done in life. And each one of them independently, they've got a reason why, but they still left up the one that says, hey, you should start here. This is where I started, and they're helping me out. You know what I mean? So how many starter companies you gotta have before you realize you're trailing people in your wake? Like I said, I'm not nobody's financial guru. I refuse to just go out and say the best of the best is here or this is that, whatever. It's whoever's got freight. Because trucking companies right now, a trucking company that I worked for a long time ago, basically the CEO was supposed to, he signed a non-compete contract because by law, anything over a couple $1 million, you got to sign a non-compete. Says you won't go out, get all the contracts from all of those independent companies that you haul freight for, and start your own company even though you sold a company, because then you just sold them a bunch of trucks. Well, he did that, and a certain company with the letter R in front of it, that's how they got started. He walked him in and gave him all the contracts, all except for one contract that was a crappy contract for a soft drink company that don't pay nobody nothing anyway, and there you go. So that's how he walked him in and competed under a non-compete, which is illegal, but they did it. Made billions with a B. So the thing is, you know, you're not supposed to compete like that, but he did that. And so then he sold not a trucking company, he sold a bunch of trucks and a bunch of drivers with no freight. So companies are only as good as their contracts. They are only as good as the freight they have. They are no good if they have no freight and they can't pay your bills. They can't pay for their own bills. And Falcon put all their eggs in one basket and wanted to haul stamped metal parts for GM. GM closed that up. All of a sudden, Falcon Transport is just no-name company using mock freight board A, B, or C. You know, from really who holds all the freight is Schneider. So they were being undercut by a broker and by Schneider if they were hauling that, or whoever else got their hands in it. Probably 5 brokers before they ever get the freight, and they couldn't afford to pay their employees at all. So they were running a pyramid scheme because they were hiring even to the end. That's what happened there. They were hiring even at GATS or MATS, I think it was MATS, the last truck show. So let's see what we got here. I tell drivers to do the research for the truck company they ever want to go to. Yup. And bring wrenches, people, because where am I going right now? This is parts run. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So let's see. You driving a toy truck? Yeah, JD, I am. But this is a nice little toy truck. I got to do something. Got to go get my parts. I'm not waiting for FedEx or UPS. I mean, look, here's a scenario for you. If you don't know, tomorrow's Friday. Let's say that tomorrow overnight, they decide to take my sensors and drive them down here, UPS, but they're held up in a traffic jam, or the thing flips over and has a wreck, and damages and blows up and whatever my sensors or whatever. Man, ain't nobody got time for that mess. I'm going to get my shit. I got mine. You know what I mean? Are you Ubering? This is not Uber. Nah, bro. I'm over here on the driver's side. You know, I'm renting Enterprise. Enterprise picked me up. So that's what's up with that. And I'm gonna go from here, grab my parts, turn around and go back, and they might get their truck back tomorrow, or I told them I might keep it till after that if I gotta go to get all my stuff out of mine and go to pick up Mondays the soonest I can get it. So I'll have to drive all the way across a couple states, but I'll go pick up a 2019 Freightliner and give them, if they can get theirs back from the shop after it gets out of the shop, I'll be rolling the whole time. I'm not even gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I won't give it back. I'll sell it to another couple and let them run it or whatever, but I'm saying they can bring them out there to it and they can run under, you know, they want to do it. So, man, I'm getting bad connection. Anyways, but yeah, I'll put another team in that one. I'm not running it because I can't sit with it, you know. But I'm thinking I think it might be 2 weeks. Let's see, Nice Woods, yeah, man. So, but no, I'm not Ubering. But I'm gonna go. Like I said, I want to go get. I don't want to. I don't want to have to change trucks at all. But I will go get, if I have to, a new truck, and then when that one gets out of the shop, they can get it moved to the couple they'll put in it for me there. Let's see, real nice scenery. Yeah, it's nice. Somebody wanted to see another ride along before, and I'm like, I'm cool with that. You know, if I have time, set it up, whatever. Well, I had time from being broke down and then getting up this morning, and when I called and said, hey, do you have any trucks going between your Freightliners? Let me tell you what they told me. They said, even though it's the same, oh, it was me, yeah, Icon, yeah. Even though it's the same Freightliner, they lease the Freightliner name, but they're owned by the same company, okay? And yeah, they're in 2 different states, but they said, no, that's their area. I'm like, well, do you have a mobile guy that can bring? No, we don't have any mobile people. And they don't have no mobile people. It's like, well, what kind of place y'all running, you know? So they're renting the Freightliner name, or leasing it or whatever, but even though they're their own company, they have no trucks communicating between the 2 of them, taking parts between the 2 of them so they can have parts down there when they need them. That's just not a good business model. So that's why it's taking them a week and a half out to get people's trucks fixed and out the door. I'll use them for the parts. It's all good. They're sitting there already paid for. I got parts on the counter. When I walk in, they're gonna say, thank you, sir, have a good day. And they're gonna hand me, well, I got some extra antifreeze, and I got a vent thing. I got a couple things, you know, but I'm gonna pick them all up. I'm gonna throw them in this truck. I got my cooler in the back too. It's a 4-door. So I put my cooler in here. I gotta get some ice and throw on there. I went and got some fries. Before that I had some Mexican food, so I got some fries too and a little burger, and I already ate that. So yeah, I'm just rolling, you know, because this makes sense. This, instead of paying $100 for a day I can't run, which would be all day tomorrow, I'm paying $100 to rent this, go up here, grab my parts, and be rolling tomorrow. Because I'm already losing today, but that way tomorrow I'm making money, and it'll pay for this, and I don't have to wait and wonder and be stuck on a weekend somewhere. I will already know, no, get back in the rental, head towards the new truck, or I'll, you know, get that one towed to that Freightliner, let them sit on it, whatever. You know, that's how I'm going to do this. This is just plan B. Plan C is get a computer put in the truck, and there is one, and it's reman, and it's down there, and that guy Tuck can go get it for me. Plan D is dip. You know what I'm saying? And go get a new truck, and there you go. So, you know, or maybe somewhere in there is a plan E. I don't know. I'm just riding. I'm gonna listen to some music. Thanks for joining me in my other part of my breakdown here. Breaking down the breakdown. So, better than a weekend in jail. LOL, seriously. Yeah. Mechanic shops, they are. You do hard time in there, man. Or maybe it's soft time, because they do have washers and dryers. I was looking for some tunes. Let me just seek. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put this on close. Let me see here. Equalizer. Man, really? Can't get a station on here. Looks like Kentucky. No, not quite Kentucky. Working on it though. Let's see what we got. I need music of some sort. Balance, fade, equalizer, tunes. There we go. Now I can do something. Hit the button. I'll find a station. They don't have XM. They need to get XM in his car. What is that? As high as it goes? I'm not gonna listen to depressing stuff. No, I tried hit seek. Yeah, I tried that. There's 1,000 buttons on this thing.
Not a significant cap.
A couple of months ago.
Hair surgery.
Got DOT sitting in the middle. That could get real interesting real quick with the DOT there. Oh man.
There's
That'd be an expensive parts run, wouldn't it? Let's see here.
here's the
This package is done.
Man, I need to. Maybe it'll pick that up and see what's next on there. But yeah, I'm just doing what I do. Like I said, this is my way of doing things. I'm not even gonna tell you to do things this way. I give ideas, people, you know what I mean? An idea is do a cost benefit analysis. If a shop says it's gonna be a week to get you in that shop, don't even put it in that shop. Just because they're the only one around with the name Freightliner, piss on them. You know, there's probably better mechanics at another independent shop because they're trying to compete with them hard, right? Okay, there we go. We are back live.